Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. Running up again against the server resetting maintenance business here. Seems to be working fine though, honestly. Just the time is working well with my current schedule here. I don't know if it's changed slightly. So we did miss a few earlier on because of maintenance. But not the problem now. We are looking quite silly, honestly. This hat is not ideal. But we're going to take our very silly outfit, go do some serious stuff in the next Thaumaturge class quest here. Kokobago, how's it going? A better staff. I will take it. Guildmaster Kokobago wishes to enlist your assistance. Ah, Arctic. I saw you coming this time. I've been more watchful since Kokobuki told us about that dreadful business with Kokobusi. We must locate our unfortunate younger sibling as soon as possible and deal with him. Oh boy. But Kokobusi is not his usual self. Unflappable self. It frightens me to see our eldest so indecisive. Terrifies me, in fact. Perhaps you might speak with him and help banish this air of uncertainty. Yeah, it was the whole thing. Could have dealt with it last time, but it's a whole situation here. Arctic, long have I agonized over Kokobusi's plight and the measures I might take to extricate him from it. It would not do to call upon my Thaumaturge colleagues. No, they would simply seek to obliterate my brother outright. Our teachings from the Yawning Abyss allow for no other alternative. There is, however, one tiny glimmer of hope. I have had word that the scholars who requested the destruction of Mormo's urn have returned from their expedition. They are currently in Camp Drybone, blowing the ink dry on their collective findings regarding that wretched void scent. I would ask that you go to these experts of otherworldly phenomena and beg permission to peruse their work. Okay. To Camp Drybone then. Easy enough. Bunch, resin. Camp Drybone. It's got the whole symbol there too. Teleport. Very convenient. Let's start with the full 24 quests that are there too. That's another thing we could do. Going to focus on the main quest here first. Well, not really the main quest. It's a main side quest. Class quests. Definitely worth getting these done. Rewards and story progression. All kinds of good stuff. Alright. Should be around here. Smirking. Void math. If you seek the definitive work on Mormo, then seek no further. I've penned an in-depth analysis of a most cunning ritual. A method contrived by the mages of Eld to annihilate the soul of this especially potent void scent. When it comes to draining such a creature of its etheric energies, one must... but I have not the time to stand here explaining the intricacies of shaping arcane pottery. Here, take my chapter and read it at your leisure. One of the chapters. Okay. Just looking for guys with book chapters, I suppose. There's somebody. We will quickly make our way up here. Not a very long journey. Worth it. Hey there. You interested in reading our Book of Mormo? Of course, of course. It would be a pleasure to share our findings with a fellow student of the Void Scent. Here's the first chapter, my own humble contribution to our research. It tells the tale of how we became aware of the creature's existence, and delves into the nature of the urn that imprisoned her fell power. Huh? That's the second chapter. The third one should be somewhere. Could be inside a building. Wouldn't be too surprising. Very immediately obvious up here. We sort of get a good eagle-eye view with a flying mount. We don't have one. Should be somewhere in this area. Only so many places to check. And they were in the inn. It's always a good choice. Mustard Voidmath. You wish to learn of Mormo. Right this instant? But we've barely... How did you... Well, I suppose I could spare a copy of my writings. I've already prepared several extra sets to share with potential publishers. I can well understand your curiosity. Mormo is truly fascinating, even among the oddities of the Void Scent. She is far too powerful to make use of the tiny holes that open between our realities, and thus must send across only her spirit to possess a corpse or some other suitable host. You'll find it all explained there in the second chapter. Okay. So actually getting these chapters, can we read them? Just a book. Scientific study on the characteristics of the Void Scent Seductress, known as Mormo. Okay. Now we return to the Thaumaturge Guild. Setting our return point to Ul'dah is going very nicely here. It's a free teleport. That's alright. Not that it would be too expensive to just take the regular teleport. That's alright. We could even set favorite locations to other locations here for slightly cheaper teleports. I'm not really too worried about money, honestly. It just keeps on being accumulated here. It's all good. No sprint. Thaumaturge Guild. I gotta go somewhere. Nope. Well, by the time we load in, we might be able to sprint again, so I'll be fine. Not that we have a really far distance to run anyways. Not too worried about it either way. Nope. Let's see. Minute cooldown on sprint. You can't use the chocobos inside of the cities and such. That's alright. Let us bring this book back. Do you have the 3 chapters of the Book of Mormo? Yep. There you go. Let's see what we can figure out. The histories unearthed in the ruins of Silde depict the suffering wrought by a singularly powerful void scent, the cunning and terrible seductress known as Mormo. With genius born of desperation, the mages of the now fallen city fashioned an urn that would drain and imprison the etheric vitality of any creature that laid a hand or claw upon it. Mormo, believing she was receiving a gift of appeasement from the beleaguered citizens, found her very essence drawn forth and trapped within the ensorcelled pot. Over the course of several centuries, the captive etheric energy was intended to weaken and dissipate, allowing any surviving descendants to safely shatter the urn and thus destroy Mormo's inebriated spirit. The pot's lid was never to be opened again. To do so would release the ravenous void scent, freeing her soul to enslave the nearest mortal vessel. As possession of this nature is irreversible, the only mercy afforded such a host should be a swift and decisive demise. This explains Mormo's fixation on Thaumaturge's side. Kuhusi's body provided little arcane sustenance for the weakened void scent, forcing her to prey upon richer sources of aether to restore her hideous power. This morsel of information may prove more vital. In fact, maybe the only glimmer of hope our poor sibling has. Pray hand this work over to Kokopago. I shall be along momentarily. Okay. It did say only death. It's also not got much power, so maybe we can use that somehow. It's a work devoted to studying that nasty void scent. Should hope it provides some hint of salvation. And we'll see. And everybody's here. Kokuki. These passages hold naught but misery and despair. It seems we have little choice but to employ our traditional approach. Though fraught with danger, there is one solution that promises an alternative to killing Kokobushi. If we fail, however, it will likely mean death for us all. Who is this mad mage that poses as our eldest brother? What of avoiding the threats, of eliminating the risks? Is that not how we thaumaturges do battle? With each passing moment, Mormo draws ever closer to her full strength. It pains me to even suggest it, but we should strike now. Kokobuki, while the void scent is yet feeble. I share that self-same sentiment. Sorrowful though it may be, we must slay our enslaved sibling, and soon. Listen, brothers. My solution is thus. In turn for the releasing Kokobushi from Mormo's thrall, I will offer the void scent the chance to glut herself on my mana. You cannot. A succubus will drain you to a lifeless husk, and such a feast will awaken all her terrible magics. The well of my power is vast. I wager Mormo's thirst will be slacked before my spirit fully runs dry, and the newly enlivened void scent shall then face the combined wrath of Arctic and 4 guildmasters of thaumaturgy. How can we hope to prevail against this paragon of preternatural potency? We've always avoided adversaries against whom we had held no advantage. The fault lies with me. Ever have I encouraged such avoidance and taught only the wisdom of certain victory? It's time we learn the courage to fight battles of unsure outcome. And it is you, Arctic, that I asked to instruct us. There is yet one chapter left in the Yawning Abyss, one that is customarily hidden from newer members. Undertake the trial found within, and show my brothers what it means to be brave. How can you ask such a thing of poor Arctic, when even his guildmasters have yet to attempt that ghastly feat? What a test, Odo. The arcane might you all possess is far greater than you believe. Arctic, once you deem yourself prepared for the lesson of the true final chapter, meet us in the hallowed hall of Thal's respect. Thal's respect. Yeah. The hidden chapter. Very hidden. Very cool. Over here. Eastern Thailand. Thal's respect. That's all the way over towards the South Shroud. Interesting. That's gonna be a little bit of a trek here. From Camp Drybone. That's alright. We can manage. I think we are ready for this doing stuff. If the lesson is sometimes you can just kind of stand there and keep blasting with the fire attacks, we've learned that lesson already too. Sometimes things just work out. Okay. Let us get going here. Basically crossing the entire zone here, unfortunately. Right past these little 24 quests that we would like to do at some point here. It would be a good experience, so it counts for something. Let's see. How much experience are we going to get for this? 8,000? Not quite enough. Interesting because the staff reward here is a level 26 staff. Gives you a reason to keep on working on it, I suppose. Need to get more levels, more experience. Let's go do a few more dungeons. Last do the experience there. We've kind of already did that though, so would rather do other stuff. We do also have the next set of guild hests here. Maybe a few thousand, another few thousand. Very quickly. Ooh, here's some guys. A Furble. I'm gonna blast it with fire. Completely reasonable plan. It's coming over here. There you go. I want to have 4 Furbles. Mana back. 100. I don't know if sticking around for the third blizzard is a good use of time. Depends how much experience, or depends how much mana we get back. It's very specific amounts and slight bits of base recharging. Definitely something. Some good XP for these guys. Getting the chain bonus, always a good time. And down they go. Extra 8,600 XP for that. These hunting quests are no joke. Always a good time. Lots of XP to be had. Should check to see if there's other hunting quests around. We're kind of at the level here where the hunting quests are all over the world. So, a little bit more out of the way. It's kind of worth it for all the experience, honestly. Good stuff all around. Let's see. Right up in here. Got a little bit of a cave over to this spot. Okay. And here we are. And here's everybody. Alright. I regret having to drag you into our family's troubles, but I'm confident that, with the many and terrible trials you have bested already, you will prevail once more. The hidden chapter of the Yawning Abyss presents a trial that challenges the accumulated knowledge and skills of a single thaumaturge. You must employ all the tools at your disposal if you hope to seize victory this day. Let the trial commence. Level sync, the hidden chapter. We are not going to be level synced because we are not above the max level here. We're in fact the minimum level. As long as we don't have some random tank that doesn't work well. And there's no escaping from this abyss. The void spills into the realm on wings of inky shadow. You barely watch. Void heralds. Try to keep your blood inside your body. Thanks for the tip. Crap. I'm gonna back up slightly. And keep blasting. I'm gonna go for an AoE. Yeah, I'm throwing 2 now. Barely even worth it. Fire blast. Fire blast. It's just fire. These guys don't individually have too much else, do they? Get your breath while you can. The next threat is at hand. Okay. The rift of evil widens. Just the abyss takes shape. Destroy them swiftly as you perish in saturated silence. Individually, they're not too much to deal with here. Easy enough. Alright, we got a lot going on here. Again, you definitely defy the void. The final nightmare approaches. JK is wretched open. Lord of Flies cometh. Let's see, get some heal in here. Oh. This attack. Mana. Interrupted. Not ideal. Void Jumper. It's all about the timing. Don't concentrate. Anticipate your adversary's attacks. Can do. Having opportunities to dodge out of the way does help quite a bit. What's he doing now? All the pillars and stuff in the camp's not helping. Void Jumper defeated. And duty complete. Okay. Not too shabby. I cannot stop shaking, but I think this may actually be excitement. Alright. Very good. Do you see now, my brothers? With the primal energies of thaumaturgy at your command, there is no threat which you cannot overcome. Perhaps there is a chance to save Kokouzi. I need to reconsider some of my strategies. Seems we have been wasting our potential. I would never have believed it possible for a mage to show such courage and live. What a wonder Arctic was, with my fingers itching to fling fire with a fury. Imagine, my siblings, what towering enemies you might topple should you stand firm together. That's the plan. Thank you, Arctic. Your inspiring display of magecraft has set the minds of my brothers reeling with new possibilities. Let's now return to the guild and discuss what is to come. Alright. And by that I mean they're going to return to the guild and I have to teleport back? Yes. we could have traveled together. That would have been fine. Alright. Anyways. Also got some experience for fighting all those things. That's also something. Spawned quite a few guys in there, didn't it? No opportunity for fleeing away from everything in there. Make what we got. 180% XP bonus also helps quite a bit. Okay. Thumbtier's Guild. See what we can see here. That's going to be the end of it. We need to get to 30, or if we're actually going to go and deal with the problems here. Could be a level 30 quest, and then the extra different class job business. We'll see. Turn this quest in here, though. What a formidable team you all shall make. Kokopago, Kokobanai, Kokobezi, Kokoboha, Arctic. Even Mormo must wither before the onslaught of your combined thaumaturgy. But before we engage the Void Scent, perhaps some time is needed for my brothers to unlearn their ingrained inclinations. Meanwhile, I suggest you hurl yourself into the chasm of your studies. Your fearless thaumaturgy is a beacon to us all. Alright. So we get a new staff here. We got a choice here. We got a worse thing, better boots, some spectacles. I can't wear the boots yet, technically. Silver spectacles. Something that doesn't even come with a hat. Look better than a current hat? Perhaps. I'll take the spectacles. We can also use those right now. I mean, we're really, really close to level 26. Either way, though. Yep, next one is 30. Okay. We are oh so close to 26. Recommended spectacles. Yep, just spectacles. The old hat had spectacles, but it was also a fancy hat. It doesn't have a whole look going here. We are trying our best. Like, part of the problem is probably because we have all kinds of different equipment. They're not all going to be exactly Thumpster stuff, because they're all like magic and all classes and stuff like that. A variety of different stat allocations too. That's okay. Alright. We can definitely queue up for the level 25 ones here. Also the ends in the well. And flinging sticks and taking names. Join those. And then directly into the well immediately. It's very convenient. It's very convenient just getting going. You'll have to see it. Here we are. And fire! Oh, they're just running. Oh boy. They're just going. Stopping yet? Now this is a time for some AoEs. Oh yeah. Not there. We did it. And we also got level 26 there. Oh. We did it insofar as we got a level. I guess that also gave us... Alright. So we're not actually done with this. We did one thing. Next to the wells here. Some AoEs on all that. You know what this calls for? Some AoE ice. Just stack up everything in there and I'll blast it with giant fires. Oh yeah. Very good. Very good. Very good stuff. Somebody gets a thing, go for it. We did the thing. Brilliant stuff. Okay. Success. Bonus, 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 bonus. And money, also good. Well, that's done. And we can re-queue for one of these. This one. Try that. And we can switch up the gear again. We got the new staff. Looks a little different. It's definitely still a stick. A slightly different top to the stick, though. That looks nice. Still two-handed, which I do prefer. Really don't have much use for a shield here, honestly. Going full DPS kind of business. Alright. What expedient guild has today? You'll love to see it. And this is why we don't try to go into anything else. We tried to teleport around. We wouldn't gotten too far. And barricade. these guys. Y'all need a... Oh, yeah. We're all done. Let's keep on alive enough here. Our attacks are so slow. It's a problem. The time we attack, everything's already dead. I guess we do have a few slightly quicker attacks. Don't get blasted by that. So many bombs here. Alright, next set of guys. Let's interrupt if there's everyone's dead there. If we just target the ground, that'd be convenient. Not exactly how it works though. Yeah, I'm the only one that gets to do big old fire attacks here. Fire! There you go. Lovely stuff. Nice and easy. Nice and simple. Can I treat them again? No, whatever. Succeeding. Bonus. 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 Nice, another little chunk there. Okay. Should probably also check to see what the new ability we got does. Thunder 2. Deals lightning damage, potency of 60 to the target and all enemies nearby it. Additional effect, lightning damage over time. So lightning to everybody. Okay. When we cast while under the effect of Thunderhead, granted when gaining Astral Fire or Umbral Ice from an unexpected state or change between their influences. Only one Thunder spell-induced damage over time effect per caster can be inflicted upon a single target. Okay. So it's like Thunder here. Again, with only potency 60. So really... just another AoE that's only really useful. There's at least like 3 guys. I guess it does put... the potency of the damage over time is also lower. The initial hit would be less. For a single target, assuming the potencies work just additively here, it would be 160 single target. If you get 2 targets in here, it would be 180. I don't think it costs anything either. So against 2 targets, Thunder 2 might actually be worth using. Interesting though. Okay. Acceptable. Let's see. Next thing on the list. Working it towards level 30. Go back to here for the level 24 quests. Good place to start. We got some like 27, 28 quests elsewhere. We're only still in level 26 though. That's okay. It's a start at least. Got a new staff, do a bit more damage, kill stuff faster, get more experience. It all works out. In theory at least. These are level 24s. That's perfectly doable. Really is not as many quests as there would be levels that you need to get in all the various classes here. So we've basically been drawing up everything that we can out here
in Thanalan. With only the Thaumaturge here. Of course, we haven't been doing the main story quest that also gives even more XP. We did all those to a certain level already. Also the Archer. That works. Let's pick up these quests here. See what we are up to. Hair Club for hire. Get some more dyes here as an option. Or potions. That's fine too. Helmhart of Highbridge could use an adventurer's assistance with a hair-raising problem. Sure. You, yes you, adventurer. You need to fetch 3 bottles of Furball Blood, and do so with all haste. Where to find Furball Blood, you ask? Why, from Furballs, of course. Now hurry, it's a matter of life and death. If you say so. Triple triad match there. I feel like we would probably need to get significantly better cards before we would really accept anything like that. Strawman Defense. Researcher Claudian could use an adventurer's assistance in dispatching some bothersome birds. Do not look down, Claudian. You must not. You will not. You cannot look. Ah! By the 12, my good man. You frightened me half to death. But you must forgive me. I've been a bit restless of late, with those winged nightmares swooping in from every which direction, pecking and poking and pricking at me. Might as well pack my instruments and go home, as I won't be getting an ounce of research done. If, however, a kind adventurer like yourself were to use these scarecrows to drive the birds away, it'd be another story. What do you say? Sure. The scarecrows over on the other side here. Or over there, at least. Got a whole temples in the side of the cliffs here. Cool stuff. Gogashu. The researcher, Gogashu, could use some adventurous assistance, dispatching some bothersome buzzards. We're just about to go do something with birds here. Could be the same ones. We've been dispatched by the order of Nalthal to conduct a thorough investigation of these ruins. We've only begun to scratch the surface. It is already clear that they house countless untold secrets from the age of Belladia. Secrets which will remain hidden forever if something is not done about those accursed buzzards. Since they began nesting across the chasm, we've spent more hours wiping their droppings off our tomes than doing research of any sort. I see not to eradicate the entire species. The buzzard is a clever bird. Slay 4 or so. I suspect the rest of the flock will find somewhere else to roost. Pretty much everything is over on the other side of the chasm here. That's fair enough. Cross the bridge. When we get to it, which is right now. You need to go down below, down there, and also further up this way to get the things we need. Huh. There's a chasm buzzard. I'm gonna blast it with fire. Generally a good strategy. Fire! 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 Really, that fire was parried. That's wild. One buzzard defeated. And recharge some mana. Look at that. And keep the fighting going. Stand in it. Need to be fish with the attack and not with a staff bash. Always a good time to do a staff bash. It's the correct choice. That's one of the lessons we should have been teaching. Although there was enough enemies around us, we might have been staff bashing them in there. I could see it happening. Right. And now we're fighting the Purples again. Really, it's kind of worth it to grab available quests before doing all the hunting missions. You just end up redoing things. On the other hand, we also get more experience, so either way's fine, I guess. Fine here for you. We need 3 vials of blood here. Easily done. There you go. Let's see, put out the scarecrows. Let's see, Thunder and Thunder 2 here. Ready to go. Let's try not to jump off here. Oh, the choco did. Homemade scarecrow. Used to frighten cloudkin away from farms and gardens. Despite the name, it has little effect on crows. Fascinating. Oh yeah, I like it. Use the chocobo to fling ourselves down these steps here. I suppose. Speedier. Get into where we're going. This seems like a very safe place to be. Okay. And then also just right over here. Can we yell across the chasm to turn in our quest? That'd be nice. Could be like a airship docking location. This far out to the side here. One more here. Place it. And there you go. Report, report. Delivery. Great. Back up this way. Back across the bridge. Nice jumps. Very good. Oh. See if they have any follow-up stuff. Quite likely. Well, if you brought the fertile blood I asked for, so then hand it over and quickly down. There it is. The deep crimson lifeblood of a void-sent furball. Remarkably, one of the hirsute creatures contains less than a half score of drops. Wild. At long last, my friend, you are a godsend. Now, how did it go? Ah yes. Stir twice, a dash of spittle, shake thrice more, and viola. Well, what are you waiting for, friend? Grab yourself a dollop and start spreading. My scalp cries out for succor. Oh, do not miss a spot. Apply the hair tonic. Hair tonic. Purple tonic. Potation, containing the blood of a freshly slain furball. Ground Harimo, several other grotesque ingredients that are best left unspoken. My, that tingles. I can already feel my pores opening. No time at all, while I've grown flowing locks of foam long. I can't thank you enough, friend. What with the sun being down the way it does in these parts, a bald paint is potentially a fatal affliction. Okay. A weak poisoning potion, a weak blinding potion, or 100 kill. I will do some poison. Good luck with that. Alright. Drop down here. Helping them with their research. Do not look. Oh, you've seen the birds, have you? Splendid work, friend. Now to head back down and return to my research. Or worry not. I'll be along any moment now. Be on your way. Okay. Some iron greaves, iron plated boots. Goatskin bills. Fairly intelligent mind crit. In comparison. A little more defense than our cotton dress shoes, but besides that, pretty much the same. Can't really compare these stats because these are more for the tankier guys. I'll take the shoes that are actually an upgrade for right now. That's fine. I'm gonna put them on right now. Different shoes. Nice. Scholarly funds. Claudia needs to secure additional research sources for his research. Greetings. Thanks to you, friend. My research has finally gotten off the ground. So many discoveries to be made and ancient wonders to be restored. And yet, I have only these two hands with which to do my work. While I could convince the Order of the potential significance of my work, perhaps they would be willing to dispatch aid. I have here a report of my findings thus far. Would be so kind to lure to Kyokyozo at Falls Respite. Hey. We know where that is. We were just there earlier. Free of savage peckings and buzzard droppings at last. Cannot thank you enough, friend. We make my next historic discovery. We take pride in knowing that you helped make it possible. There we go. Iron chest kind of guy. Cotton. Strength kind of thing. Vitality, intelligence, mind, spell speed. No differences in defenses here. I'm gonna take the lady one. Why not? 500 gil? Eh. Yeah. We kind of do want to get all the classes higher level. So we kind of just go through here and get rid of all the low level items. Not so useful. I mean, we could probably just go through and get rid of low level things that are only usable for certain classes. So we definitely aren't really going to need those again. Just for like visual. Also probably not. We don't want to get rid of things we can't get again, but honestly, not a huge deal either way. We'll be just fine. Let's go around these axe beaks here. Don't need that. Right over here. Just in the building here instead of inside the cave. That's alright. Hey there. Welcome, adventurer. You find respite from your hardships. Got a High Bridge report. Data gathered on the ruins below High Bridge. Intended for delivery to Sister Kyokyozo at Thal's Respite. Thal's Respite. You bring a report from Claudian of High Bridge. Most welcome surprise, indeed. I was prepared to wait months before that young one made any significant progress. What's this? The ruins date back to the later Palladian era and house the final resting place of Lama Futo IV himself. The historical implications of this research are beyond anything the Order had imagined. Let's arrange for additional researchers and supplies to be sent to High Bridge immediately. Very good. We getting those people ready to go? Mr. Kyokyozo of the Order of Nathal seeks an adventure to slay creatures who are scaring away potential pilgrims to Thal's Respite. Guess it's just a continuation here at level 25. That works for me. Adventurers, merchants, travelers, Thal's Respite is always open to those who seek a momentary reprieve from the hardships of the road. In the past, we welcomed countless multitudes through these doors. Sadly, the growing presence of hostile beast tribes and savage creatures now deters many from making the pilgrimage. A shame, is it not? Rescue who come to our aid. The most fearsome of the local fauna is the axebeak. Were we to thin the flock, say by 4 birds or so, I do believe these halls would be far more approachable. I mean, we literally avoided the axebeaks on our way in here, so we can attest to that being the case here. Axebeak. We're set on fire. interesting there's no burn effect on the fire attacks here. Slay Axe Beaks. Some mana back. Push back to fire. Wait, interrupted by that. Some attacks are more worth dodging out of the way of than others. There's the chain. Close enough. Last one. Last one. Oh, sorry, no. One more. Axe Beaks. Very good. What's happening over here? Well, 45s are happening. That's what's happening. Lots of different stuff just kind of pops up sometimes. All the various quests where you go to fight something out of location. My venturing friend, Charlie Merchant, and his family just walked through our doors not moments ago. Each encounter is a blessing that would not have come to pass as those fearsome fowl continued to run rampant outside our halls. For this, I thank you. Okay. Some sunset orange dye. Lovely. Next, Sir Kyozo seeks an adventure to deliver a missive to Highbridge. Easily enough. I'm loath to trouble you again, but you have proven yourself a friend to the Order. I'm an urgent missive delivered to Hikibaru of Highbridge. To be precise, a petition. The Order would entreat Highwind Skyways to establish regular flights between Highbridge and Ulda. Such flights would greatly ease the travel of pilgrims to Thal's Respite. Not to mention stimulate commerce in the area. It is for the latter reason that we believe Hibaru and his fellow merchants will lend us their support. Go now, and may the traders watch over your journey. Hey. Jump. Okay. Yes, I have some kind of travel networks. Not a terrible plan. Of course, we just kind of teleport around. So. Eh. One of the main problems with the, like, airship flights is the amount of loading screens required. You go to the city with a loading screen, and you go to the place where the ships are at, it's a loading screen, and then you go to the actual ship, and it's a loading screen, and then you take the trip, and it's a cutscene loading screen, and then you get from the ship to the area there, loading screen, and you get into the city, it's another loading screen. It's a problem. Message from Sister Kyokizo. Whatever business could the Order have with a common trader like me? A petition to Highbridge Skyways to open an airship route to Highbridge. Highwind Skyways. Well, I'll be. Petition for regular airship service between Highbridge and Ulda. Ha! It is so bloody brilliant, I'm right ashamed not to have thought it up myself. Business would simply go through the roof. I'll add my signature and deliver it to Highwind Skyways straight away. And if only someone would deal with those bloody Kakirn, Highbridge would be a trader's paradise. Alright. Quest complete. No more quests on the map. And unlikely to actually get this supposed travel. That's alright. I need to figure out where we're going next. There's 17, 42. That's not going to be what we want. What else do we have here?
Western Thanalan. Yeah, something level 17 there, and did that already, so that's basically done. Central Thanalan had basically nothing. Northern Thanalan had some higher level stuff. I think Southern Thanalan had some stuff in like 31-ish. Let's go here. We are level 26. Is there any other spots with other levels of things? It's like 27, 28, perhaps, around here. Worst case scenario, we can fight some stuff. Or try to work on the hunting log a bit. 25, 27. Perfect. This will do nicely. Right here in Little Alamigo. Standing in a puddle. Next time. Goodbye.